Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmud Hassan, Assistant Teacher, Agriculture, Greenfield School and College. Dear student of class 7, today I am going to discuss about keeping method of agricultural accounts, crop production. This is under lesson 7. Many people take crop production as a business. So, they calculate the expenditure in crop production and income by selling the products. If income is more at its expected level than the production cost, it will be worth going for production that crop. Income and expenditure in crop production may vary in consideration to place, time and person. To calculate the returns and costs in crop production, we should know about the heads of income and expenditure first. We find three heads of expenditure in the crop production, such as ingredients cost, supplementary cost, and total production cost. Ingredient cost. Ingredient cost is divided into two types. Number one is materialistic ingredient cost, and number two is unmaterialistic ingredient cost. Materialistic ingredient cost. The expense for seed, fertilizer, irrigation, etc. for crop production is called materialistic ingredient cost. Materialistic ingredient cost can be calculated by using the table below. At first, you have to write serial number, then ingredient, then per hectare required ingredient, rate of ingredient taka, cost per hectare taka. Then you have to calculate the total cost per hectare. Now, unmaterialistic ingredient cost. The expense required for necessary labor and animal or machinery strength for producing crops is called unmaterialistic ingredient cost. Example, labor for planting sapling, land tilling cost, etc. Unmaterialistic ingredient cost can be calculated by using the table below. Serial nom, description of work, number of labor, number of tilling, per day wage or per tilling cost, cost per hectare. Supplementary cost. What is supplementary cost? Interest on the total ingredient cost and land value during crops production is called supplementary cost. Total production cost. Sum total of total ingredient cost and total supplementary cost is called total production cost. Total production cost equal to total ingredient cost plus total supplementary cost. In crops production, income is divided into two types. Example, total income and net income. Total income includes the total income of the produced crops and byproducts. Again, the case of rice cultivation, as for example, the income after selling rice and straws, the residue amount for deduction of the total production cost from the total income is called net income. Net income equal to total income minus total production cost. Will you able to calculate the net income in papaya cultivation in a given land? To calculate the net income from papaya cultivation, we will have to calculate the income and expenditure described below. Materialistic ingredient cost. Materialistic ingredient cost: seed, fertilizer, insecticide, fungus spray, bamboo thread, irrigation cost. Unmaterialistic ingredient cost. Number 1. Number of the labors and expenses for making seedbed, sowing seeds, nursing sapling and plucking saplings. Number 2. Expenses for 3 times land tilling and harrowing. Number 3. Number of labors and costs for mada preparation, fertilizer mixing, planting sapling. Number 4. Expenses for using fertilizer and other nursing and collecting crops. Supplementary cost. Calculated interest on the total ingredient cost at the rate of 12.50% during crop production. Calculated interest on the market value of land at the rate of 12.50% during crop production. Total production cost. Add the total ingredient cost and supplementary cost. Total income. Multiply the probable production by the market price. Net income. Deduct the total production cost from the total income. Now I am going to show you a video related to this chapter. Try to watch and understand what I say.
Welcome you in another online class of agriculture. Learn already top lesson of this chapter. Now we will see that how agricultural accounts can be kept of poultry rearing. So let us start today's class. First of all, let us discuss about what is cost management of poultry rearing. If poultry is rearing in commercial basis, then expenditure cost and selling cost should be kept in accounts. Actually, there are two types of expenditure cost for poultry rearing. They are permanent expenditure, rolling expenditure. So this is actually the cost management of poultry rearing. So let us see the permanent expenditure first, which we call permanent expenditure. Initial expenditure before starting the poultry farm is known as permanent expenditure, which will be stable for time being. Just like permanent expenditures are land where the farm should be made, poultry pen, brooder, food pot, water pot, drum and pitcher box for laying eggs. So these are actually including in permanent expenditure. Now let us know about rolling expenditure. All the costs starting from chick buys to daily other expenses is called rolling expenditure. That means after formation of farmhouse, then from buying to chickens and then up to selling, every day what cost includes, that is in rolling expenditure. It should be kept in mind that if anyone wants to rear 100 chickens, then he must purchase 112 chickens at a time, because 12 out of 100 chickens die. That means if you buy 100 chickens, then we have to consider that from that 100 chickens 12 can die. So we have to buy that more 12 chickens, and if they die, then it should be total 100, otherwise it should be more than 100. So that doesn't matter for. But in time of purchasing, we have to purchase 12 more than 100. Main cost of rolling expenditures are chick purchase, food purchase, utility bills, vaccination and medication, litter, laborer and transportation cost. In the farmhouse, layers are kept for 18 months. That means rolling expenditure lasts for 18 months for one time chicken rearing. After that, if you buy again, sell all the chickens and eggs and then again want to start, then rolling expenditure will start from again. But permanent expenditure shouldn't be changed because it start once and up. However, it doesn't destroy. It should be keep as it is. So, total expenditure of poultry rearing is actually total permanent expenditure plus total rolling expenditure. Now, let us see the calculation of income or profit of poultry rearing. Earning is possible by selling eggs, adult chickens, litter and food sacks from poultry farm. That means we can sell egg, we can sell the chickens when it is laying off eggs, then we can sell the litter, that means where the poultry bed is after used, and food sacks, that means we are supplementary food and that poultry feed is keeping in a food sacks, so that food sacks can be sold in the market. So these are the earning source from farm. After laying eggs, adult chickens can be sold in the market, litter can be used as an organic manure in the field and fish feeding. Profit is difference of expenditure and income. As we earlier see that the total expenditure is permanent expenditure and rolling expenditure summation. Now profit should be these selling items difference with expenditure. So total profit is total income minus total expenditure. Now let us see a calculation of how profit should be counted of 100 chickens if we start to rear. Calculation for total permanent expenditure of 100 chicken is, at first we have to look the sectors where you have to expense, that is land. Let us think the farmhouse owner has his own land, so he don't have to buy that. So land we didn't take any cost. Making poultry house, so making the poultry house for a time being, it should be 15,000. Brooder for 100 chickens, that is 2,000. Food and water pot for 100 chickens, costing is 2,000. Drum and pitcher for laying eggs is 1,000. Drum and pitcher for pitcher, that is 1,000 taka, and box for laying eggs is 2,000. So this total permanent expenditure is, if we add, it is 22,000 without the cost of land, because we have thought that the farmhouse has his own land. So that is permanent expenditure. Now let us look at the rolling expenditure of 100 chickens. If we take one chick price 40, then total we have to buy 112 chicks and the total cost is 4,480. Food purchase 50 kg for each for 18 months actually, and the cost of 1 kg is 35 per kg. So this total cost is 1,75,000 taka. Utility bill, if we take this 360 per month, then it should be 5,400. Vaccination and medication, total we have calculated, it is 2,000. Litter, mating, if you the make of poultry bed, that is litter, it is 1,000 taka. Labor cost, if we think that we are the farmhouse own self involved in the farm, then it should be no cost. Transportation cost should be 1,000. The total rolling expenditure cost is 1,88,880. So that is rolling expenditure, and we have already found the permanent expenditure. So these are the expenditure for the farm for 100 chickens. So the total expenditure of 100 chickens is total permanent expenditure plus total rolling expenditure, and that should be add of 22,000 and 1,88,880 taka. That is in total 2,10,880. Now let us see the income source, or calculate the income of 100 chickens. We have already said that from egg selling we can have an earning, and if we have 80 pieces of eggs daily from the farm from 100 chickens, on an average we are counting that 80 chicks will lay eggs. So daily we have 80 pieces of eggs, and it will continue up to 52 weeks. That means 1 month, because after 6 months the chickens will start laying eggs. So up to 52 weeks, the total cost of eggs, if we consider that one egg is 8 taka, then it should be 2,32,960. And after 18 months, if we sell all of the chickens, and each chicken cost is 200, then 100 chickens, it should be 20,000. And after 18 months, if we sell the litter, that means the poultry bed, it should be 500 taka. Food sack, that means the supplementary food that we've supplied to chickens, that should be 100 sacks. And if we consider each sacks as 10 taka, then it should be 1,000 taka. Then total income is 2,54,460. Now we have already found the total expenditure and total income. So what should be the profit? Profit is actually total income minus total expenditure, that is 2,54,460 minus 2,10,880. So our profit for 100 chickens in 18 months is 43,580. So for 100 chickens the cost is like this thing. If the farmer wants to make more chickens at a time, then it should be multiplication of the ratio. Okay, so boys, we have already seen how the accounts should be made or kept for poultry rearing. So we have the thought, or we have the plan how to make poultry rearing. Now this chapter is finished. In the